Hi, I'm Lisa K. Donner, along with Andrew Moran, Sarah Cowgill, Jeff Charles, and Graham Noble. And this is the Conservative Five, Liberty Nation's online TV news program. Hi, folks. The Conservative Five, at least every now and then, try to have a bit of fun. And this week is no exception. We're going to throw the Biden administration under the bus in a new game called The Price Ain't Right. Forgive my poor grammar, and I've already been chastised for it. But anyway, we're mixing things up a bit. A few more rules and flexibility and everything all mixed together. Who wants to be boring, right? So, Andrew, we're going to make you the Price Ain't Right host because you're our economist. So I'm going to hand the the baton over to you.
Hey, hello, and welcome to our debut segment called The Price Ain't Right, the game show where you need to consume a couple of bottles of Pepto-Bismol to swallow price inflation. Oh, who are we kidding? Who can afford Pepto-Bismol in this economy? I guess we'll just move into Nancy Pelosi's home and get drunk on her vintage wine dated 1883, which is the same year as her birth. But before we get started, did any of you see Vice President Kamala Harris' remarks about price inflation? Yeah, she said that it's important to acknowledge that prices are rising. Isn't this the beauty of America today? Anyone can grow up to be the president. Anyone who doesn't grow up can be vice president. But in all seriousness here, have you seen the price of inflation lately? I heard that the rapper 50 Cent had to adjust for inflation, so he now calls himself a $1.50. So let's get started here. First, let's begin with none other than the Lady of Liberty, the Queen of Journalism, and the disinfector of the swamp, Lisa Donner. Now, I know you need this product first thing in the morning to survive throughout the day, especially when having to deal with 100 different messages from Sarah talking about Yellowknife Northwest Territories, or is that the show Yellowstone? Haha, got you there. So coffee in 2019, a pound of coffee was an average of $4.14. What is it today?
All right, is this the Price is Right rules? In other words, I have to give it, but I can't go over?
Yes.
Okay, $4.14. $5.19.
Close. The correct answer is $5.25. The reason coffee prices are soaring because of terrible harvest in South America, soaring demand in the wake of reopening, and Starbucks trying to buy the world's supply to ensure Joe Biden stays awake during any ceremony he attends. Okay, number 2 on the list will be, if you've been following Jeff Charles' Twitter account, Jeff on the right, he is impressing his new lady, Keisha Jones, with his cooking skills, clogging her arteries with every meat under the sun. So, Jeff, I know this is your favorite type of product, vegan sausage. Just kidding. So let's go with bacon. In 2019, a pound of bacon averaged $5.61. Today, what do you think it is? And before you answer, it is true that you can take out a line of credit to buy your next meal. Ha ha ha. And Jeff, please provide us with the answer.
Oh my goodness.
I actually took out
a monster.
It's a monster. I did take out a new line of credit to buy the steaks that I cooked for Keisha King, not Jones.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. So you said it was $5.61 for bacon.
Correct.
Okay. I'm going to go with $6.12.
The answer.
Wait. Before you give me the answer, I want to guess.
Sure.
$7.15. Anybody else want to guess?
Oh.
In some places it's $11, but that's just depending on what store you go to.
I'm going to go with around like 750-ish, about 750, I would say.
Okay.
The correct answer is $7.20. The reason for this price is, turns out that Stacey Abrams had breakfast yesterday, so it's hard finding supplies anywhere in the country. But in all seriousness, and this could be tied to President Joe Biden and his policies, one of the contributing factors has been food processing companies trying to find the labor to work evening and weekend shifts, trying to play a game of catch up. But many workers enjoyed receiving pandemic era benefits rather than heading to the factory to package a slab of meat. So,
Sarah, we have totally unleashed a monster. I mean, he's not even leaving room for the laugh track.
I know. He's a monster.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, keep going, Andrew.
So for our next guest, I would ask about Golden Graham cereal, but he's a bit more serious than that. So a more appropriate question would be a bottle of vodka. In 2019, a 750 milliliter bottle of vodka, or as the Americans say, 25-ounce bottle of vodka costs $14.99. What is the answer to this, Mr. Noble?
Well, good grief. I mean, I actually don't drink vodka that often. And when I do, I tend to drink the top shelf stuff. So maybe my idea of what a bottle of vodka probably costs and what a lot of people would pay for it nowadays is different. I'm mostly more of a bourbon man, but I'm going to go with, let's see. I'm going to go with $22.
Whoa, wait. We want to weigh in. Jeff?
I'll go with $17.99.
Sarah?
I don't drink vodka either. I drink wine, and my favorite bottle of wine has gone up from 25 something to 32. So I'm going to say vodka wise, $20 even.
I'm going for $15.50. What do you got?
The answer is $25. You can go to Russia now and hang out with Vladimir Putin and drink a bottle of Smirnoff. Some experts say that the reason why the bottle of vodka is come so high is because Nancy Pelosi has been raiding liquor stores across the country. She's one of the ringleaders of these retail theft. But other analysts who I've spoken to say that Hillary Clinton has still been drowning her sorrows from the 2016 election loss. And finally, our next contestant apparently has a Noah's Ark on her farm, according to some of my some of my sources. So she may not necessarily have to visit the supermarket like the rest of us uncivilized city folk. So Sarah, the average price for a dozen eggs in 2019 was $1.40. How much do you think it is today?
Full disclosure, I don't buy eggs in the store because I just stop at the neighbors. And farm fresh brown eggs, like right out of the chicken, are like $2.50. So, and they're better.
Can we
But
all wait?
I'm gonna say $2.29.
I vote $3.99. Jeff?
I'll go with $2.29 also.
Graham?
And I would go for $2.80.
The answer is $2.05. A recent note that I saw from
Really?
a market analyst said that too many eggs were living in exile, so we couldn't find enough eggs.
That is so bad.
That is a terrible
dad
joke.
joke, dad joke,
That
dad
really
joke.
is.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, can we make that illegal? I mean,
We're definitely going to be banned and suspended for that.
that was
one.
a shell of a bad joke.
This
That
is
was
getting
worse.
Okay, well, that's it for another episode
Yes.
of Just
Oh,
for
oh.
Fun. We've got to get out of this before you have a close.
Oh yes, just please be sure to spay and neuter your pets, and it may or may not be in that order. Thank you.
Oh my goodness, we hope you play along with us in it. If you have a game we should play, let us know in the comments below. And if you love Andrew as your host, it won't hurt my feelings. Give him a thumbs up. We're Liberty Nation, where truth and hopefully fun is making a comeback. That's it for our Conservative 5 panel today. Check out our other C5 shows and segments on your favorite video platform, YouTube, Vimeo, Rumble, or on them all. As well, Liberty Nation has its own Roku channel where you can see all of our TV productions. Thanks so much for tuning in. And remember, surf on over to libertynation.com. Join us on the Member Zone, just $17.76 for the year. Special thanks to our fantastic editor and post coordinator, Frank Diorio, and our executive producer, Sarah Cowgill. I'm Lisa K. Donner, editor-in-chief. Thanks for joining us today. This has been a production of libertynation.com, where truth is making a comeback.